Hello, and welcome back on how to go through. Why do I actually do it slow down? I mean, I don't have like an actual intro, so I might as well. But the Brightstone Cove cell door guide on how to go through this area. Now, I won't be showing much of this area, not really any optional stuff. You know, I'll actually, as a bonus, show you how to get the ornifex. But the big thing is, yeah. Now, if you forgot the way, let's say you haven't played DS2 in a while, or you just have a really bad memory, you have these dudes over here, they aren't very friendly, and they like to apply cove. Like, I'll show, they also do a lot of damage, and, they're very tanky. They are so freaking annoying, those guys. So just run past them. Run past them. So through there's the doors of Pharos. Just don't go through there. And go through this place fast. They'll kill that dude there usually by letting the boulder go. All you have to do is roll through them. Maybe you'll get hit once or twice. Not a big deal. If you're on MG+, then Dear Freya will appear early. And she'll disappear after a certain amount of health. I also recommend running past her. Next up here, there's a little thing here. And do you want to know why? Because in case you're wondering, the really annoying spider enemies here in Brightstone Cove, they're actually scared of fire, and they will go away from you if you have a fire torch in your hand. Of course, they won't go away if you have something like Pyromancy Flame in your hand, but they won't bother you. Now, normally in here, there's like a boss, you know, probably Magus and Congregation. It's easy, it's just some big magic dude, he's probably Magus, and a bunch of enemies around them are the Congregation. Now, they're just basically normal, like, enemies. You know, they're no threat. And it's like the easiest boss in the game, and if you die to him, I'd be very disappointed. And also, another thing you can do is that there's actually a secret ladder here behind them. And this will reveal a man here. Now, he looks an awful lot like this one dude, I forgot his name. Something the Pardoner from DS1 after the Bell Gargoyles. Cromwell the Pardoner is this guy's name. He sells the white priest crap that the big dude of the Congregation went. He sells you poison bite, love bite, curse bite rings, dark trochets, great heal replenishment, you know, these kinds of miracles. But of course, there's not much of, you know, he isn't a very big deal. If this wall looks suspicious, allow me to tell you that it's not an illusory wall. And from here, you can continue down. Now, I will also show you where ornifex lives, but that's about the only optional stuff that will be shown here. Now, of course, if you're a risk there, you could take that jump. However, the intended way is just going through here, going down here. Also, there's a bonfire here. If you know, decide to look, or if it wasn't obvious, there's a bonfire by the light. And there's a couple of spiders. And you're ready here, so you didn't have to do that little jump. Thankfully, luckily for you. Then from here you can backstab this annoying mage. There's a zip line here that you can take if you want to. And then you can get some cool stuff. You know, open this door and all. Now, I personally haven't been through this area yet. You know, there's like just this little dude here. Probably all these little dudes waiting. That's not a wall. And you get it. There's just this little also area here that does lead down here to this crystal lizard. Now that's a bit more of an intended path kind of way. However, if you want a nice little item, which is the way I always go, personally, you have to make a bit of a risky jump, but it's not too bad. You can go back up here. And you can't actually go back up zip lines. And try not to fall into the sand pit like me, by the way. Really try not to fall into the sand pit. It instantly kills you. And from here, of course, you can just beat up some other dudes here. You know, don't make that mistake like I just nearly did there. Where you nearly just, you know, did that. Now, of course, try not to get hit by the boulder once again. Even though this isn't Sand's Fortress, that doesn't mean that there won't be any traps, and just remember that. And from here, you keep on sprinting, run past these dudes. You don't want to get cursed, obviously. Spider and spider. I guess you could just continue sprinting through this place. Yoink the torch. And try to grab that bonfire. Unless you want to be running through this hellhole like I did. However, now is also a great opportunity for me to show you a little something. As well as a neat mechanic that torches have, if you haven't already noticed. Which is the neat little counter. So every torch, individual torch, lasts for a couple of hours, all of that kind of stuff. So sprint. Deal with the little annoying mage here. You can see that's what it does. However, what you can also do is that you could also just sprint here. You can try to make it onto the roof. However, if you miss the roof, you'll probably end up on this little ledge here. And there's actually an item here. It's good. And if I'm correct, it's an Estus shard. And you'd have to do that all over again. And from here, remember to keep your torch out, but here is the last bonfire of Brightstone Cove Saldora till the, you know, Duke's Dear Freya boss. And the NG Plus, she actually gives you the soul of soup, which you can use to make the moon like sword, not weird, you know, dodge it. Ornifex normally would be here, but I accidentally killed her. Which is unfortunate. But now it's time to continue with the guide. What you have to do is that you have to, you know, run across here. Sometimes there's a little red crystal lizard. Red crystal lizards explode and stuff. And the explosion will probably knock you off into the sand pit. Which is like the entire premise of that trap, I hope you know. Don't do that, don't be an idiot. Actually, I forgot, yes, this is the way. You can open this door here, and then you just have a tiny little optional segment. You have this door there, you have that. And then from here, you have this place. Of course, because I'm quite tanky, those spikes will do very little damage. And from here, you can actually summon an NPC. And you also have to, you know, open two doors. There's two doors. And if you pick up the Brightstone key, which, I completely forgot where it leads. It leads to this neat little chest over here. And you get the Black Knight Ultra Great Sword, Giant Fireball, and the Fire Seeds. Next up, you open that lever, there will be Spider-Man, his discount brother, you know, Arachnid Male, I guess you can call him. pick up this item for large titanite shards. There's also plenty of goodies in the spike trap. And then from here, you have the Duke's Dear Freya's Compet, which is exactly what you think it is. It is hell. There's a couple of enemies, they're pretty damn annoying. You know, it's just a bit of a parkour section on the webs. You know, you move a bit slowly, there's some spiders, so I recommend you always keep your torch on you at all times. You fall down here, there's a couple dudes. And then you just run the frick away into this room here. And this is the Duke's Dear Freya boss fight arena place. Now, as you can see, I've already beaten her. And then you get her soul, and on NG plus higher, the soul of the Scaleless. Or it's called the Old Pale Drake soul. Now, once you enter in here, there'll be the actual Duke himself in the Lord's private chamber. You can kill him for a ring and Seldor armor. And then you have one of the primal Bonfires lit and return to Majula. Now, I do hope that this guide was helpful, if not the tiniest little reminiscence of funny, because this is very unfunny, as I'm a very unfunny man, as you can see. Either way, I do hope you enjoyed.